every day, like clockwork, the tide comes in and the tide goes out. But what that means is that at certain points where rivers and streams hit into estuaries and hit into the sea, there's times when the flow of water changes from going in one direction to going the other direction. And in some places that is so stark, you see swirls of water and rushes of water, even a bore of water pushing up the River Severn from the change in tide. And that seems to be what Jesus is getting at about his teaching as he quotes Micah. In Micah it's termed as the day of confusion, as God suddenly starts to work to bring his kingdom where everything's been going wrong. And Jesus seems to be seeing the same as true in his teaching. As he starts to teach, it's the start of the change of the tide. And that push against the tide will lead to all sorts of swirls and conflicts. But ultimately, we're looking for God's kingdom coming, the tide flowing in the way of God's kingdom. And that means that as we push for that, there's other things that need to change and other people that need to change. And it won't be all at once, but there will be a swirl that happens amongst it. And we've just got to expect that there will be resistance to the changing tide of God's kingdom. But we still pray for God's kingdom to come.